Hey, welcome to this video. I wanted to make this as just a quick kind of heads up about these new classes that I'm starting. Okay, so um, I know that some of the students doing the 406 or 4306 class right now, um, you have your assignments and stuff in, and I'm still kind of going through them, and they've been fantastic, and it's been quite an enjoyable experience. And I hope to be starting to get back most of those marks really soon. But I know that you're starting to think about registering for stuff for next year. And I wanted to let you know that I've gotten two courses approved for next year if you're interested at all. Okay, so I just wanted to shout this out. I'm going to send this as an email to all my current students and the students from past last term too. So I just wanted to kind of show you what the idea is. Okay, so both of these courses would be 4306 courses. So the NIPSing uses that as like the code for special course or special topic fourth year classes, but it's different than the current one. So there's this one that I just did, the human learning and development. Then there's going to be the therapeutic recreation, and then there's going to be the positive psychology, coaching, and leadership. And so there's three completely different courses, even though it's a little bit confusing because they're all 4306 special topics. Let me minimize myself. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so the first one, so this would be the one for anyone that's interested. This would be, and again, I don't mean to push this. I've loved having you all as students, and if any of you are interested, I would love to have you in the course because since it's one of these special topics, again, it can be a smaller class. Like as long as I think we get 12 people or something like that, it's good. So this is in this course, I really want to go into this idea of what would therapeutic recreation mean? What would it mean to say like a therapeutic understanding of our behaviors and our engagement and the life we live and how does lifestyle, and I'm going to take kind of an applied psychology approach to this. In my PhD, I looked at how things like intense long-term training in martial arts like kung fu can have effects on people, say for example going through cancer treatment or going through serious injury. And if you saw my thing, if you were in my class last term and I told you the story of my eye and my own kind of personal story with training and getting through things through therapeutic recreational practices. This course will focus on the important therapeutic roles of recreation and leisure activities in the lives of individuals and communities. And I really want to take this idea of like a lot of you I know are coming from like a psych and from a child development, child and family health. And so much of that is lifestyle related, behavior related, habit related. Therapeutic recreation is centered on a belief in the health promoting potential of intentional lifestyle practices aimed at developing meaningful purpose and direction in people's lives. Right. So for this class for the fall, I kind of am viewing this as like kind of a part two of the 4306, although you don't need to, if it was a show, you could watch the episodes as standalone. Um, but yeah, I think this is like a big area of interest for me. So if any of you are interested in this idea of like almost applied psychology focused at actually in bettering people's lives through this understanding of the field of therapeutic recreation or the profession of therapeutic recreation. And then in the winter, so there's two courses approved already, right? So, and I think you can, I think at NIPSing, you can start applying for next year or whatever. Registering, I mean, not applying. So this next one, I want to do positive psychology, leadership, and coaching. So again, at this point, I basically had to pick a course title and do the course description. Over the summer, I'm going to really build up the content and try to make these cool because these are going to be your more traditional, like whatever it is, end up seeing 12 or 13-week courses instead of like this 21-day one or whatever. Okay, using the ideas of positive psychology to inform an approach to leadership and coaching that can foster optimal performance and help people realize their potential. This course will explore applications of positive psychology in areas of leadership, cultivation, and implementation. So I really want to focus on these ideas of, okay, so you've spent all this time in psychology. How can you be somebody that enters a group or enters a situation or a team and is immediately able to be a productive benefit to that system, right? And understand these underlying psychology around things like leadership and coaching. This course will explore the application of positive psychology in the area of leadership cultivation and implementation, coaching psychology and methods, and the development of long-term self-care habits of resiliency. Here's an important point. Actually, I'll just make it on the next slide. That you can take multiple courses. So I ran this through with Roxana, your program chair, who's my friend. So you can take multiple courses titled 4306, right? So and they can count. So just because you took maybe human learning and development, it doesn't mean you can't take another one called 4306, because I asked about that, because I was at first taken aback that it was the same course code, right? I thought that the two new classes would be different, but I guess all special topics are 4306. So the title is important, right? So you did human learning and development if you took the last one with me. And there's these two ones. So this is the course code at Nipissing for all these fourth year special topics courses. I hope this audio and stuff sounds okay. I'm in the green screen, I can see is a little tiny bit flickery, but I'm doing this out in the garage because I kind of got the garage cleaned out now, and it's like the audio quality is better in here because the office is a nice desk and stuff, but the piping, and we're getting piping work done, so the ceiling's open down there. So it's like, anyways, it's just loud. I didn't need to say any of that. Okay, 4306. Oh, this is important. 4306 credits count towards the certificate for early intensive behavioral intervention, autism spectrum disorder. The reason it counts for that is because in the therapeutic rec course, I'm going to be talking a lot about things like animal therapies and music therapies and different kinds of therapies, and which will have a lot of relevance for supporting individuals with autism spectrum disorders, and Asperger's. And I'll use a personal example because I supported a kid with Asperger's from the time he was about 14 to 19, and I'll tell some stories about that. Yeah, so there's that point. And then two last things. If you're in CHSF, you can take the psych. Okay, so you can either take the CHSF version of one of them, because these are both cross-listed, right? So both of these courses are going to be like Psych 403 and CHS 403. So this is a little bit technical, but if you're interested, you'll find this relevant. If you're in CHSF, you can take one of them as like yours towards the certificate course, and the other one you can just take the psych course code, and it can count as an elective. I would just recommend you talk to Roxana or whoever is the kind of program assistant if you want more detail. But I was trying to make sure that both those things, right? So it counts for the certificate course and potentially an elective, so people could take all of them, right? And the thing is also prerequisites. If you've taken any courses with me, just email me. I can waive your prerequisites. If you haven't taken any courses with me, I'd like you to write me an email with just a short little why you want to take the course, and 9 times out of 10 I'm going to waive those prereqs. All right, the last thing, please reach out directly if you have any questions. Professor Mike or Mike, whatever. And yeah, 4306 this is kind of my thing at Nipissing now. I'm 4306 is my special topics, fourth year psych courses, CHSF courses. And I would love, special shout out to the students who've already taken the class with me. I'd love to keep this going, and I'm going to spend this summer really kind of getting back to my basics and, getting in, well, personally, like getting in good shape. And I got a baby coming in a few weeks, and I want to try to really prep for this therapeutic recreation and leadership coaching. All right, cheers, and have a great day. See you soon. Again, don't mean to try to like self-promote too much, but just if you want to take the course, I'd love to have you as a student. If you know students you think would like it, again, we're looking for a small few of students that are interested in this kind of applied developmental evolutionary organizational social psychology with this kind of child development focus, but also this therapeutic application focus more broadly towards both groups and individuals. Love y'all, and keep your stick on the ice. Stay cool. Cheers.